everybody. Welcome to the live. Good to see everybody here tonight. We're going to be starting our series of gospel piano lessons for beginners. All right, now be sure to say hi in the chat. I can see we've got some people joining us. If you've got any questions along the way, I can see the chat here on my phone, so you can ask questions. We'll answer them in real time for you guys in the class. So today is, like I said, the first day for the live. I want to welcome everybody who's joining us live. We are also going to be posting these after the fact in a playlist on our YouTube channel, Canada Music Lessons. So you can always go back and watch them if you need to review any of the material or if you have any questions. Also, before we get started today, make sure you are part of the Facebook group. All right, I've posted that in the chat. You guys can click on that. That's where you can get all the free PDFs that you see up on the screen and follow along with us. They're all absolutely free. Just join the group. We'll let you in right away. And you can print those off and follow along. For today and every day, we'll put them up on the screen. So you can definitely follow along on your screen if that's big enough for you to do that. All right, before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know what we're doing. Oh, looks like we've lost our live. Here we go. This live stream is meant for people who have never played a musical instrument before. A lot of the programs out there that I've come across and my students have come across, it assumes you already know all of the letters. It assumes you already know how to play piano a little bit, or you already know how to play chords. This class is going to take you right from the beginning. So today we're going to go over how to label your fingers. We're going to find all the notes on the piano, and then we're going to learn a couple of songs, church songs today. So if you already know how to play chords, be patient. We're just going to start with the fundamentals today to make sure everybody knows what we're doing, and then we can start learning songs. All right, so we're going to start with finger numbers. So put your hand out in front of you, finger numbers. We're going to start with your thumb. This is finger number 1, okay, and then they go in order. This is to help us when we're communicating in class and communicating with other musicians, so we know which fingers go in what keys when we're playing. So finger 1, finger 2 is your pointer finger. Finger 3 is your middle finger. I see Deandra and Charmaine. Hi guys, nice to see you tonight. We've got a ring finger is finger 4, and pinky finger is number 5. So just do them in order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then on our PDF, you'll see I've got that written down. Finger numbers, we've got thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. And then a little trick to remember is thumbs are 1. So it rhymes, because what sometimes happens is we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then people always want to start this as number 1 on your left hand. So thumbs are always 1, and it's a mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? It has a couple of exercises there we can do together. So hold your hands together. This is going to help you with muscles as well as remembering. So it says, hold your hands together and practice wiggling each finger while you say the finger number. So we're going to do that together. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and you can mix them up at home if you have trouble remembering it. And then another one you can do, and this is again also good just for your muscles, is find a flat surface, curve your hands. So I've got my hands like this. And then you can practice tapping each finger 4 times while saying that number. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. So go ahead and do that. So you can do it on your lap, on your desk. Curve your finger. This is going to help you get ready for building chords. We want to have curved fingers. We can't play the piano properly if our hands are flat. So curve your fingers. We'll try that together. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Very good. So that's page 1 of your PDF. Should be fairly straightforward, but if you do want to go back to it, I put the exercises on your PDF there. And we're going to go down now to page 2 of your PDF, and we're going to be looking at the keyboard note names. Now we're going to spend some time here. I know it's pretty fundamental, but the better that you're comfortable finding your letters, the faster you're going to make chords. So a lot of times what I see with my adult students in my private lessons is they kind of skim past this part and then they really struggle once we start making the chords because they're trying to remember quickly the letters and it really slows them down when we start doing songs. So we're going to take our time here. Now you can see on our chart I've listed all the letters, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So in music we do have 7 letters. They repeat themselves over and over from the bottom of the keyboard all the way up to the top. Okay, so there's no H's anywhere, and I'll show you some tricks on how to find those. So on your keyboard or your piano, you'll see that we've got groups of 2 black notes and groups of 3 black notes. So I want you to find on your piano 2 black notes that are together. Then we're going to slide our finger to the left, and we're going to find a white note right there. Okay, so again, find your group of 2. Slide your finger on that white note. That's going to be the letter C. This is the easiest one to find on the piano, and that's our note we're going to keep referring back to. So if you're wondering why we didn't start on A, it's because C is easier. So what I tell the kids is that if we think of this group of 2 as a small little kitten or a little cat, and cat starts with C. Okay, just something to help you remember that. Okay, now the next one we're going to learn is at the beginning of the group of 3. So find your group of 3, slide your finger at the beginning to the white note, and this is the letter F. So another way you can remember that is think of a long, fat fish, right? A longer fish, which would be your group of 3. Fish starts with F. Okay? So before we go any further, I want you to take a minute and find all the C's on your piano. So find your group of 2 for your little cat, find your C, find another group of 2, find your C, find another group of 2, find your C, and so on. So you take a minute and do that on your keyboard. If you have a full-size keyboard, you'll find 7. If you have a smaller apartment size one, you'll probably find 5. Okay, so if you don't have as many as me, don't worry. But this would be what it sounds like if you have a full-size keyboard. Actually, there's one up there too. All right, so that's C. So now we're going to look at each group one at a time. So our C group is here. Now if you think of your alphabet, what comes after C in your alphabet is D. So that on our piano is D, in between those 2 black notes. Okay, so take a minute again. We're going to find all the D's on the piano. I know it's fundamental, but it's really going to help us when we go to find those chords in a minute. All right, and if anyone has any questions as we go, don't forget, put them in the chat. All right, and then we're going to start with E. So C, D, E. So it's the 3rd one there on our group of 2. So take a minute, find all your E's. Very good. Okay, so we've got C, D, E. That's our group of 2. Now go up to your group of 3. We're going to go to our fish right at the beginning. That's our F. And again, you've probably figured out our pattern here. We're going to find all the F's on the piano. Okay, that's a pretty easy one because it's at the beginning of the group. Now here's where it does start to get a little confusing because our alphabet doesn't stay in order for a while. So once we find our F, we're going to go up to G. Okay, go ahead, find all your G's. Very good. Hi, Rosemary. Nice to see you guys. Hi, girls. All right, and then now this is where it comes out of order. So we have our group of 3, F, and then we're going to G, but then after that, remember, we don't have H, so we're going to go to A. Okay, so the 3rd one there, F, G, A. So this is actually one of the harder ones to remember. So go ahead, find all your A's. now we've only got one more left, and we've actually played every note, every white note on our piano. So find your group of 3 again, do our counting, so find your fish, G, A, B. Okay, this is the last one, so it's right at the end of our group of 3. So go ahead, find all your B's. Very good. Okay, so we've now played every white note on your entire keyboard. So we're very familiar with those white notes, and we're going to stick to white notes for a while. So now what we're going to do is become very familiar with the letters even when they're out of order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a random note, and I want you guys at home, or whoever's watching after on the replay, I want you to look at your 2 groups and count up where that letter is going to be, and then I'll show you to make sure that we match, okay? So I want everyone to find a D on your piano. So I'm going to give you a minute, find your group, and then I'm going to show you step by step. Okay, so we're going to find our group 2, cat. Okay, next after cat is D. So this one would be D, so I hope you got that one. Okay, and then I want everyone to find A. So try not to look at your chart up on the screen, but use your tricks, use your groups, find A. Okay, so group of 3, start with your fish, G, and A would be right there. Okay, right at the end of your group of 3. Very good. Okay, and then let's try B. Everybody take a minute and find B. B as in banana. All right, now you should be using your group of 3 for this one. Okay, starts with F for your fish, G, A, and B would be right there. Okay, so on your PDFs that you guys have printed out, I've got some tips here and some exercises. So tips, we talked about this. Think of your group of 2 as the small cat. Okay, cat starts with C. Number 2, think of your group of 3 as a long fish. Fish starts with F. Okay, and then use your C and F as landmark notes. Okay, so always use those to count up. Instead of starting from C, if you're going to B, that's going to take you a while. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Always use your F as well as a landmark note. So it's quicker until you memorize all of them. Okay, so we call those landmark notes. And then just a note, because I get this question all the time from my private students, is Amazon has these really nice stickers and it has the letters on them and it shows the notes. Should I get those? As a teacher, I would recommend not to do that. And the reason for it is once you add them on, you rely on it. And then once you're starting to add more than one letter at a time, so if you're making something like this, right, you've got like 5 notes at the same time, you're relying on those stickers and it's actually going to take you a really long time. It's better if you take the time right now, this week and next week, to memorize your letters. And that way, like I said, once you get your chords, once we have multiple notes at the same time, it's actually faster than when you have the stickers. So I definitely would not recommend that. And then on our PDF, we have our exercises. So exercise number 1, find all the C's on the piano, find all the D's on the piano, just like we did today. I would highly recommend you guys do that every day. Whenever you're practicing, when you sit down and practice, even if you do each letter once, mix them up, and that's really going to help you. Within a week or 2, you should have a really good memory of them. And then the exercise number 2 is actually doing it backwards. So it says close your eyes and press any white key on the piano, and then figure out what letter it is. So if I was to do that right now, close my eyes. Okay, oh, that's an easy one. C, right? We use our group of 2, cat. I want to close my eyes again. Okay, that one's in the middle somewhere. Let's use the group F, fish, G, A. Okay, so that's another good exercise to get really comfortable with those. Okay, very good. So before we start our first song, I just want to welcome everyone who's joined in with us. Anyone who's watching on the replay, we're glad you're here. I hope you're learning something. We'll ask if you can like it and share it, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying it. We're going to be going live every Friday at this time, so at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we're going to be doing this for at least a year. Okay, so we're going to take you through step by step. By the end, you're going to be playing these funky chords, okay? You're going to be playing these nice nice chords and be able to play fluidly, hopefully in church. So I know we have some people here who are looking to play in their church someday. We have some people who just really want to learn how to play at home when you're worshiping and you want to be able to play and sing along. That's our goal, is to be able to get you to play comfortably lots of songs. We're going to do at least one song every week, and we're going to learn it together. For those of you who play a little bit already, we'll do a beginner, and then we'll show you some advanced things to add in if you're finding that a little bit too easy. So the first song we're going to learn tonight is, scroll down so you guys can see, it's called He's Got the Whole World. So if you went to Sunday school as a kid, you might be familiar with this one. He's got the whole world in his hands. And we can see here we've got some our lyrics, and then on top of the lyrics we have some capital letters. So these capital letters are called chords, and we're going to be using today the key of C. So if you look on the top of the PDF on that right hand side, it says key C, and time is 4/4. Okay, so key of C. For now, we're going to get into theory as we go, but the very basic explanation of that is that we're going to play white notes. So any chords that we make today, we're not going to be using any of the black notes. So the key of C means we're using the C scale. So those of you might have heard in school or The Sound of Music, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that scale, that's called a major scale. And if we play that starting on C, we can do that without playing any black notes. So those are the notes, so all the white notes, that we will use anytime we're making a chord. So a chord in this instance means that we're going to be playing 3 notes at a time. So chord means 3 or more notes at a time. And to make a chord, we're going to start by putting our finger 1 on C. So everybody put finger 1 on C, and then make sure that every other finger has its own spot. So we don't want to have this where there's empty ones. We don't want them squished like this. So C with your thumb, and then keep going like this until everything is covered with a white note. Okay, and then we're going to push down our thumb, our middle finger, and our pinky at the same time. That's a C major chord. Okay, give that a try. It is a little uncomfortable at first, so be sure to have your fingers curved, okay, like this. And then give that a try. C, E, and G. So your thumb, middle finger, and your pinky all together. Push it down like that with your right hand. Okay, for now our left hand's going to be on vacation. We don't need them. Okay, and then if we want to make a G major chord, put our thumb on G. So this is why those being familiar with your note names is super helpful. So we want to be able to quickly find our G, put all our fingers down on the white notes, and again we're going to push our thumb, our middle finger, and our pinky. Like that. Okay, I'm going to move my fingers so that you can see, but don't do this with your fingers. I'm just playing every second note. That's a G major chord. Okay, very good. If you guys want to chat in the comments, do you need a minute to try that again? Or if we're ready to go? So as we go through our PDF, we're going to start with verse 1. And you can see here, or my apologies, we'll start with the intro. You can see here we've got these capital letters I've got in red. And then we've got some slashes. Okay, so for now, we're going to ignore the slashes. We'll get there in a minute. But I just want to show you just with the chords by themselves. And we're just going to hold it and count to 4 for each one. Okay, so if I start with the intro, it would go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would be the intro. So I'm just holding my hands down, and then when the letter switches, I switch. Okay, so try that intro with me. So thumb on C. Okay, give you guys a minute. Get your fingers all set. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple. Every time we see the letter switch, we put our thumb on that letter. Now, if we want to go through, we'll do the intro, and we'll go all the way down to the end of verse 1. It's the same thing, just C and G, but just watch carefully where we are. And this time when we get to the song, I will sing the words so you can see where we are, and we'll switch whenever we see the chord on top of the word. So start with the intro. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He's got the whole world in his hands. So just hold it. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Good. Okay. So I hope that was pretty easy for the first time through. If at any point you find, okay, I'm maxed out, this is where I'm going to practice, you can go ahead and just keep practicing that. Like I said, I'm going to keep giving a few levels for each song. For those of you who might already know how to play major chords, then you have something to practice. But that would be the basic thing. If you wanted to try something this week, if you've never played before, I would recommend practicing that. You can either sing in your head or just read the words if you're not comfortable singing and playing at the same time. And just hold the notes down till you see the next letter. Okay? Now the next stage would be we're going to add in those slashes. Okay? So this is once you're comfortable with your switching, is every time you see a slash, you repeat the chord that you're already playing. So for example, on the intro, we have a C, and then we've got, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse here, 1 second. Okay, and then we've got 3 slashes right here. Okay, so what would you do is you'd play C, 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 and then switch, G, 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 G. Okay? So we're going to try it again with that, just the intro first. So again, put your thumb on C. Make sure that we've got our thumb, middle finger, pinky, 1, 3, 5. Okay, those are our finger numbers. And we're going to try it with the slashes, just the intro. 1, 2, ready, 1. C, 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 G, 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 G. C, 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 C. Okay, we have a question. Did you go up to the next C and didn't go back down on the first C? Did you go up to the next C? I'm not sure what that means. If you can rephrase your question, I would be happy to answer that. Okay, so we'll try that again with the intro, and this time we're going to keep going. So if you see on verse 1, right at the beginning of verse 1, we have a slash. Okay, so if we look back, we can see what letter, what letter that should be. That's still going to be C. Because up in our intro, we were already playing C. So C would go C, 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 right here. And then we would keep playing C for that one. Okay, so let's try it from the beginning of the intro. And then we're going to go all the way down to the end of verse 1, playing nice and steady with our chords. All right, so thumb on C. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, C, 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 G, 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 C, 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 C. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his some more questions. I believe you started on middle C and then you went to the higher C. Maybe I saw it wrong. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, good question. So I'm starting on the C in the middle of the keyboard. Generally when we're playing songs, that'll sound really nice with our right hand. However, if you do want to switch up and go up to this C, so it's still C, group of 2, instead of this one, you totally could. That's the fun thing about chords, is it's not telling us exactly what to do. It's giving us a framework, and then once you get the basics, you can add in your own style, depending who you're playing it for, right? So if you're playing it for kids, that might sound really nice, because they're going to have the higher voices. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. Right? That might sound really beautiful. And then if you're trying to play it more funky, right? Like let's say we've got adults doing it for something. Who knows what you're doing? I don't know. He's got the whole world. Low might sound better. He's got the whole world. Right? I'm down low on the piano. So yes, you can go anywhere you like. Generally, you want to stay close to the middle. Anything up on either end is usually not going to be easy to sing along with. But yeah, as long as you've got your thumb on C, you've got a C chord. Okay, so that would be with the slashes. All right, and then I want to show you something a little bit extra. For those of you, again, who are comfortable with that, stop there. Practice that for the week. We're going to be repeating ourselves a lot in this series. We'll give you new songs each week, but we're going to practice those long notes. We're going to practice with the slashes, and then we're going to practice with some extra stuff every week. So don't feel like you have to complete the whole video. If you're just starting, this is probably more than enough for you this week. Find your letters, practice it with the slashes, and then being comfortable with those letters. It usually takes a couple weeks for beginners to get used to that. Okay, so for those of you who are comfortable, I do want to show you one more thing with this song, is we're going to have our right hand playing our chord, and our left hand is going to play a bass note. Okay, so for this one, what I'd recommend is put your pinky, your 5 finger on C, and then if you put everything down, your thumb or finger 1 is going to be on G. That way you don't have to move your left hand at all. It's just ready to go. So for the bass notes, every time we play a C chord, your pinky finger or whatever finger you're using is going to play a C bass note at the same time like this. Okay, so we call this a bass note. Don't smush your fingers in like I am. I'm just doing that so you can see my fingers. And then when we get to G, you can push your thumb down at the same time. Okay, so let's try that. Without the slashes, we're going to go back to just doing the letters. And then we're going to push down our 3 notes on our right hand, 1 note on our left hand at the same time. Okay, starting with the intro. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, switch. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 Okay, so that would be your next step, your next level for that one. Again, if that's enough, stop there. You can keep practicing while I show the next step. All right, now the next thing would be to add your bass note in the left hand, and your right hand keeps doing the slashes. So I wouldn't recommend doing all of it like this. It's going to sound really kind of like a hammer whenever you're singing along. But keep your left hand, just play the left hand on the letters, hold it down, and then the right hand will play the extra notes. Okay, so let's try that. I'll show you just with that first C so you can see what it looks like. So together, right, right, right. For each group. So together, right, right, right is what that looks like. So here we go, starting with the intro. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got the whole the same song. All right, and those of you who are asking questions, I love it. Keep it coming. I'd rather you guys tell me where you're getting stuck or whether you have questions, because this is what the live classes are for. It is going to be pre-recorded if you guys want to watch it later, but the joy of the live is you can ask questions. I will be your teacher and I'll help you however I can. And if I don't have the answer for you, we'll look at it on another class. Okay, so that's song number 1. So your first song. Yay! So whether you are at level 1, where you're just holding your long notes, or if you've got both hands together, just start wherever you're comfortable and then come back next week and we'll have some more songs for you to practice. Okay, so we've got one more song for you guys tonight, Every Praise. I tried to pick ones tonight that were really popular that I was hoping everyone would recognize. It's much easier to play chords when you recognize the song, okay? So if you find chord sheets and you don't know the song, then it's pretty hard to kind of sing along and figure out what's going on. All right, so how was everybody's first chord? Does anybody have any, first song, does anybody have any questions about our C chord, our G chord, or how to put any of that together before we move on? I'll give you guys a second. While you're typing out, if you have any questions, I just want to show you on your PDF, we do have verse 2. It's exactly the same. It's just got some different words if you want to practice some variety in your practicing. All right, I don't see any questions coming up, so we're going to go on to our next one. So Every Praise. I got the right hand, I'll work on the left. Nice, okay, very good. Every Praise, I'm just going to scoot it up, so we're not going to see the title, but we'll have intro, verse 1, and verse 2 for now, and then I'll scroll it down when we need to. So just a reminder for everybody who's following along, we do have the PDFs on the Facebook page. If you're not part of, or Facebook group, sorry. If you're not a part of that group, the link is right at the top, and you can get all the PDFs for free. I got stuck from the first line of verse 1. Okay, Deandra, thank you for... Okay, are you getting stuck on the switch maybe? Let's take a look where the extra one comes through. Okay, so the tricky part is right at the beginning of verse 1, and I think that's what Deandra might be talking about. So this is the part where we go C, 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 and there's one more C right there. Okay, so you're just staying with C, but the counting is important, okay? So it's good that you're asking that question. So 1, 2, 3 up here on the top, and then the fourth one is right here. Oh, hi, Charmaine. Okay, so why don't we try, we'll do that intro again together, and I'll tell you when we're switching right there, and hopefully that helps. Okay, so with the intro again, sorry, we started on middle C. So intro, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's your chord. C slash 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 C slash slash. He's got the whole, and that's your C again. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the intro again so you can see that. So C slash 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 G slash 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 C slash 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 C slash slash. He's got the whole, and that one right there is your C with the underline. Okay, hopefully that helps. And you can go through it again after, like I said, with the replay, and try it with the fingers, and hopefully that will help. Okay, great. So let's scoot down to our Every Praise. So, Every Praise, we've got a couple of new chords, okay? We've got an F chord, and we call it an F minor chord, or sorry, an A minor chord. So the one at the top, you can see it says AM. That is short for A minor, okay? And we'll get to that one in a second. But let's take a look at our F chord first. So we're gonna follow the same pattern. Find your group of 3, thumb on F, okay? And we're gonna put 1, 3, 5, so our thumb, middle finger, and our pinky down. And it makes this nice happy chord called the F major chord. Alright, so give that a try. Alright, So that's our F chord. That one should be pretty simple. It follows the same rules as our C chord and our G chord. Just make sure your thumb is in the right spot, and then we're going to put down our 1, 3, and 5, F chord. Now A minor is our first minor chord. Now what it means is just when you play the notes together, it has more of a sad or a melancholy feeling to it. So if you played, for example, A major, it's so happy, okay? A minor, it has that more like longing sound to it. But for today's class, we won't get into the theory of it today. We will go over how to make every single major and minor chord on the entire piano. Within a couple of months, we'll have an understanding of how to make every single chord. For today, I just want you to remember, put your thumb on A, all white notes, because we're in the key of C. Remember, we're just using white notes today, like that. Okay, so we're going to follow the same thing. Don't worry about the M for today. It just means it sounds sadder. Okay, so put your thumb on A, middle fingers on C, pinkies on E, A minor. Okay, so let's practice just going in between some of those. So we'll find our C chord. So thumb on C. Okay, put our 3 fingers down. C major. Happy. Let's try our A minor. So our thumb on A. Use our 1, 3, 5. A minor. Very nice. Okay, and then we're going to put our thumb on F. Try our F chord. Okay, F chord. Very good. Okay, and then G chord. So right beside it, put our thumb on G. Like that. Very good. I'm going to give everybody a second to give those another try. Practice that. I just see some people trying to get in on the Facebook page, so I'm just going to make sure they can get their PDFs. There we go. Okay. I think we've got everybody there. Okay. Very good. So let's do those chords one more time because we're about to mush them all together now. And so for those of you who are just starting, I know we've got numbers and letters all mixing together at this point, so let's just go through our chords one more time. So I'm just going through an order of our introduction that we have up on the top, okay? So we'll start with A minor. Oh, apologies. Start with C. Thumb on C. C major chord. Good. Now I'm going to get you to follow this pattern with me. It's the easiest way to find these in order is we're going to go down to A minor. Okay, so I was on C, I went down by 2, to A minor. We could go up to any A minor. Someone was asking earlier, do I have to follow just the one you're doing? No, if you want to go up here, go ahead. I'm just showing the most simple way to do it for today, okay? So C, go down 2, A minor. If we go down another 2, that's going to take us to our F. Okay, so I'm talking about my thumb. My thumb is just scooting down 2. Okay, so we've got C, go down 2, A minor, go down 2, F. If we go up 1, takes us to G. Okay, so for this song, you could even write that down on your page if you wanted to. Down 2, up 1. And that pattern is going to repeat itself the whole song. Okay, so while you're getting used to finding your letters, that will help. Okay, so we're going to follow the same pattern that we did for our other song. We're going to start by just playing the letters. We won't play any slashes. We'll just follow along, get used to jumping and finding these new chords. So we'll start with our intro, starting with C, thumbs on C, just our right hand. Just make sure we've got no questions. Okay, so everybody's good? So we'll start with C. C, switch, A minor, switch, F, switch, G. Very good. Let's try our intro one more time, and then I'm gonna go through to verse 1. 1, 2, play with me. C, switch, A minor, switch, F, switch, G. Here we go, verse 1. Every praise is to our God. Switch. Every word of worship with one accord. Switch. Every praise. Switch. Every praise. there. Okay, and that extra C is there for timing. Once we start moving the verses together and we add in the chorus, the singers are going to be used to having that pause. Okay, so I know that was pretty fast. Let's try it again with just the long notes. Starting from our intro, so remember, go down 2, up 1. Let's try it again. Intro and verse 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, switch. Ready, switch. Ready, switch. Okay, here we go. Start with C. Every praise is to our God. Switch. Every word of worship with one accord. Switch to F. Every praise. Go to G. Every praise is to our God. Now the extra C at the end. Good. Now for some of you who are just starting, I know that's too fast. Okay, I know it is. So whenever you're practicing at home, go painfully slow. Just take your time and go through. Okay, and then by this time next week, you should be able to play at about that speed by next week. Okay, so if you're following along and you're like, oh, I'm getting lost on my F, or I keep forgetting the G, or whatever it is, I'm playing it kind of what you would be doing it after you're done practicing for the week. Okay, so don't get discouraged. Just take your time, go through, just practice. Even getting used to playing 3 notes at the same time. Our brains have a lot to do in music. So music is the one subject they teach you at school. It uses every part of the brain. It uses the most parts of the brain at the same time as any other subject that people can learn. So don't be discouraged. Just keep trying. Print off your PDF. Go through it slow, steady, come back to the video if you need to, and it'll come. It will come. Just take your time. The first couple weeks are the hardest. It really is. Once you're comfortable with the letters, it goes quickly. Okay, so let's take a look with the slashes. I know some of you are waiting to make it a little bit harder here. So just the right hand, we'll add in the slashes. Remember, every time we see a slash, we continue with the same chord we're already playing. So let's try it from the intro. And be sure to send me some questions. I'm not seeing any questions come through, so I'm just going to keep going unless I hear from you guys. You want to see something again or you need some clarification. Okay, so intro with the slashes. 1, 2, ready, go. So we got C, slash, slash, slash. A minor, slash, slash, slash. F, slash, slash, slash. G, slash, slash, slash. Every praise, I'm on C, is to our God. A minor, ready? Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise, up to G. Every praise is to our God. We're going to keep going to verse 2. So we're at the end of verse 1. Ready? Verse 2. Sing hallelujah. Still on C. To our God. A minor. Glory, hallelujah, is due our God. Go to your F. Every praise. Go to G. Every praise is to our God. And then our 4 at the end. Good. I actually just noticed a typo. There's an extra slash on the end of that. You can just ignore that one. Very good. So that's a really good challenge. It's got all 4 chords mixed together. Now, you may have seen ads on Facebook or YouTube. There's lots of teachers who will put things up that say, learn these 4 chords and you can play 1,000 songs. And it seems like a gimmick, but it's really true. Once you learn these 4 chords, C, A minor, F, and G, you can play 75% of church music right now. So most of the songs, most hymns that we do, most quick congregation devotional songs, only use these 4 chords. You can add more chords, which I'll show you how to do, but you could play the basic version in church, play along with people singing with just 4 chords. So I've had some students that I've had in the past who've taken lessons with me for 1 month. They've learned their 4 chords, and they were needed in their church. So they didn't have someone to play, or they had a request from the pastor, like, I really just want you to play for, this service. And after a month or two, legitimately they were playing. It was simple, but it's enough that you can have something, right? You can play a song. You can play, and then they can sing along, so you don't have to sing it at the same time. So this song, Every Praise, it's really got all the guts that you need to play most of your hymns, like I said, congregational songs, and then the slow songs, a lot of the more contemporary slow songs, that's where we're going to find some of those more funky chords down the line. But this is really, it opens a lot of doors. So if you can practice it this week, get really comfortable with it, you're going to be amazed at how many songs I'm going to bring to you in the next few weeks with 4 chords, C, A minor, F, and G. So let's take a look at the chorus before we make it more difficult. We have a question. When you switch from one position to the other, do you look at the piano? It's tricky to switch for me. Good question. Personally, I don't, but I've been playing piano for a very long time. When you're first starting, you're probably playing like this, okay? This is very common. You're probably even having a hard time looking at your music, which is why you heard me on the last rotation through. I was saying, go to A minor, go to F, because I know I'm picturing you guys all over there looking like this, and then you're losing your spot in your music. It's very normal for that to happen while you're learning your letters, because you don't have the muscle memory. So right now, my hands know what it feels like to go 2 notes down, just from muscle memory, whereas you guys are looking and counting. C, 1, 2. Okay, that's normal. Like I said, by the end of the week, if you practice 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day with these 2 songs, you are going to be absolutely amazed at what your hands and what your fingers can accomplish. Okay, so today is definitely just make sure you understand how it works, and then during the week, you can apply that, practice it. 10 to 15 minutes a day is more than enough to get you started. It's getting that muscle memory, okay? And then every night you sleep, your brain makes neurological pathways, so the next day it's easier, okay? So totally normal for that to happen, where that's tricky. Okay, let's go down and look at the chorus. Okay, it is the exact same pattern, okay? You've noticed the whole song, it just goes in that same pattern of C, 2 C's, 2 A's, and then we've got F and G, okay? So this one, a little more, it's actually a little bit easier because we're not switching as quickly, but it's the same pattern. C, go down 2 to A minor, go down 2 to F, go up 1 to G. Okay, so let's try the chorus. So starting with God My Savior, we're playing C, the right hand. Okay, we'll leave the left hand, sorry. 1, 2, start with C. God my Savior, go to A minor. God my healer, go to F. God my deliverer, go to G. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay, so that one's actually a little bit easier than the verse. So let's try that again, just with the slashes. Start with your C chord, thumb on C. 1, 2, ready, go. God my Savior, go to A minor. God my healer, go to F. God my deliverer, go to G. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Very good. Okay, let's go through very quickly. I know we're running out of time tonight, but I want to make sure we get through those next steps for those of you who are finding this very easy, who've maybe played chords before. So let's add our left hand. For this one, so it's easier to keep track of, what I'm going to recommend is actually put your thumb on C for the left hand, and that way you can reach all the letters. So C would be your thumb, A is your middle finger, F is your G, and then your ring finger would be or sorry, I think I said them backwards. C, A, F is your pinky, and then G. Okay, that way when you go down, count 2 for both hands. Down 2 for both hands. Up 1 for both hands. Okay, so again, of course, this is not how you're going to play it after 10 years, but this is a simple way to get your right hand playing chords and your left hand has got a bass note. You've got both hands on your first day, okay? Be patient with yourself. You're doing great. Okay, so let's try that. So starting with thumb on C, C chord on the right hand. All right, 1, 2, start with the chorus. God, my Savior. Go to A minor. God, my healer. Go to F. God, my deliverer. G, finger 4. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay, same thing. Repeat it. C. God, my Savior. Down to A minor. God, my healer. Down to your F. God, my deliverer. Go to your G. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Very good. Okay, you guys are amazing. I see everybody who joined us at the beginning is still here. So give yourselves a hand. You didn't give up. That's so good. So we went over a lot of material today, okay? So do not be discouraged. You did a lot. So we did our finger numbers, and I've given you 2 exercises to try with that. So if you're overwhelmed, oh, sorry, my chat disappeared. There we go. If you're overwhelmed, just start from the beginning. So tomorrow when you sit down after work or after school, whatever you're doing, start with your finger numbers. I can do finger numbers, right? Then go to your letters. I can do letters. And if you've come back next week and all you can do is your finger numbers and your letters, that is a success. Like I said, I've taught private lessons to adults, teenagers, kids, all with this music. I have some people come back and they're like, I still really have a hard time finding the A minor. I can't find that A fast enough. So that's totally normal. I would say, honestly, give yourself a month. Keep coming for a month. And if you're still like, wow, it's really hard to find the letters, that's normal, okay? That's the hardest part. The first part of learning chords is the hardest. And then, like I said, once you're comfortable with these 4 chords, you're just going to be playing songs left, right, and center. Once you're comfortable with finding the letters. So start with your finger numbers. Start with your letters. So close your eyes. Pick a note. What letter is it? Okay? And then, of course, you've got 2 songs this week. Start with one hand at a time. Go through the steps like we did. Come back to the video if you want. Where I'm singing along. It is hard to sing in your head and practice on your own. So use the video if you want, just so that you have that steady singing, so you can practice jumping and trying to keep up with the singing. Okay, that would be a good practice. My recommendation for everybody, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. A couple times before you see me again. And then we're going to have some new songs. I want to know from everybody what songs you guys want to learn. So I'll give you a secret. I have a library on my iPad of hundreds of songs. But if you guys have particular ones that you want to learn, I will make the lessons match your songs. So like I said, the chords show up everywhere. So if there's a song you want to learn, I can find something in that song to teach everybody the next concept. Okay? So please, 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 either in the chat or on the Facebook group, put your songs, send me like 10, I don't mind. As many as you want. I'll find them on YouTube if I don't know them. Our plan for the next year is I want to give everybody a good balance. So I know some of you are from different denominations where there's different styles of music. So we're going to be going over classic hymns. Some more slow stuff. Amazing grace, how sweet, right? So we'll have some of those nice hymns. We'll also have some fast hymns. Fly away, oh Gloria. Okay, we'll have some of that. We'll have some fast songs, congregation songs. God is great and greatly to be praised. those aren't the right chords. I don't have the music in front of me. But something like that, okay? So anything you guys want, send me stuff. It was nice seeing everybody tonight. I'm seeing lots in the chat. I'll be practicing. See you next week. Yes! Good. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Next week, same time, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Be sure to like it. Share it, please. We want to bless as many people as we can. Normally, a lesson like this would be over $100. We're doing this for free. There's no catch. We just want people to play for the Lord. We want people to have fun and learn music. So yeah, join the Facebook group, share it with your friends, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, bye.